Alright, what's up YouTube? I'm gonna do a little video on my car again. This time it is now tuned by Tricky Performance. I just recently, maybe like a month ago, got it tuned. Tricky Performance. It's on a flex fuel tune. So my main fuel is like 93, but I'm also on E85. With that, I also installed the JLT cooler intake. I'm gonna show that right now. But I'm gonna just do some pulls, give a little review, let you know my opinion on it. All right, so this is what it's looking like under the hood. Got the JLT right there. Other than that, this car is pretty much stock. Just got the intake, the tune. It has a muffler delete and an H pipe. That's really it. Yeah, this is how the car's sitting so far. I'm gonna do some pulls right now. Car is at like 10 miles, 15 miles to empty. I'm going to empty it out. And then we're gonna go pump some E85, do some more pulls. Y'all can see the difference before and after. All right, before I start doing a little bit of driving, a little bit of pulls, I'm gonna throw up a little video of when the car was stock, doing about like a 60 roll. Y'all can see how different it was before the tune, when it was still stock. The shift points, the power, everything, you can just tell the difference. Also, this button is broken, so ignore that little annoying light. So we're currently at 19 miles still empty. Might do like 1 or 2 pulls right now and then head back home and put in some 85, go back for a few pulls. All right, so that first run was from about a 60. That was with just regular, just drive mode, downshift, and then let it shift itself. That's one thing I do like about the tune, is whenever you downshift, you don't have to put it into sport for it to hold the gear anymore. I just downshift to whatever gear I want. It'll hold it for as long as I want. Floor it, it's gonna redline it all the way to like 78, like 7,800, and it'll shift on itself. That second run was with advanced traction control off. I'm not too sure from the video you're gonna be able to hear like a difference in it, but definitely whenever it comes to driving, you can tell a big difference with it on versus off. Not too sure if like many people know about that, but the reason I started turning mine off, advanced track actually hold it down for 10 seconds, is mainly because every time I would be in like 5th or 6th gear doing a pull, it would end up just like bogging real hard on the shift, and the traction light would turn on and it would like kind of, you know, mess up the pull. So I asked my tuner about that, and he said it's just the traction control kicking in now that it has more power. Obviously, like, it's starting to kick in more, so like a safety thing. So when you turn it completely off, it's just gonna shift immediately, real smooth, no problem. It's not gonna hesitate at all, jerk anything. But yeah, that second one was with it off. Now we're just gonna cruise back home. We're at 12 miles till empty. Run that out to as low as possible. I want to get down to like 1 mile, and then pump some E85 and come back for some pulls. All right, so we're just getting back home. Got 3 miles. Just gonna go ahead and get it down to like 2 maybe, and then gonna show y'all how I flashed the E85 tune on with Tricky Performance. They use an RTD device, and then I'll show you how I do that, and then I'll put the E in the car, then we'll go from there. All right, the car is on 2 miles to empty. So first thing I got to do is plug in the RTD device that was provided. Obviously, it was the OBD port. After that, I can't really record just because it is used through my phone. So I have the RTD app, and basically from there is where I flash the tune, let it load, write everything, and it takes about 10 minutes max. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in, boot it up, and then I'll be back with you guys, and I'm gonna pump the E inside. All right, just finished doing the tune, and I did put in the fuel already. Fuel's already in the car. Put about maybe like 10 gallons in there. That's what like my jugs are full of. But yeah, pretty much I can unplug this, and I'm going to give the first startup. I'm gonna let it run for maybe like 5 minutes, and then get the fuel in there, and then go do some runs. All right, so we are back in the car. The amount that I put gave me, okay, I don't think that's true. There's no way, but it gave me that much to the tank. It's pretty expected. I think these hold like 15 gallons, I think 16 gallons, somewhere around there. We're gonna do a little bit of pulls, try not to waste so much of it. Yeah, that was from a 6-year-old, again with advanced traction control off. Like I said, I highly recommend all 10-speed owners do that. It makes a big difference. I told one of my friends to do it, and immediately saw a difference as well. Alright, that's pretty much all I have for the video, guys. I just wanted to give just a few pulls, a little bit of driving around with my car now that it's tuned. I highly recommend anyone goes to Tricky Performance. I obviously have a lot of people still asking me. They didn't like their tuners. I've heard stuff from Palm Beach Dyno, Lund, all this stuff. Me personally, I just went with Tricky just because from what I've heard and other Mustang owners that when it comes to NA builds, that Tricky, they have good tunes. And for boost, obviously go with Lund in that case, but this car is gonna stay NA for a little while. Slowly want to start adding things, just like how right now it just has the intake that I installed about a month ago, and the tune as well, and the H-pipe, and just a muffler delete. That's really all this car has. And then the E85 today. But yeah, just let me know for any questions. Highly recommend getting car tuned. My tune for everything, it came with that RTD device and the actual tune itself. That was all $875, I think. Well worth it in my opinion. But yeah, I think it was well worth the money. Gains, they said, at least to the wheels. These cars make about 410, 415 stock. With the 93 tune, with my intake and all that, they said, pushing about 460, and then on E85 should be pushing around 480 to the wheels, which is a very good jump, and you can definitely feel the difference. It definitely does redline way higher now compared to stock. Stock, it was shifting at about 7,300, maybe 75 at most. Especially 6th to 7th gear, it was shifting really early. It wasn't even hitting like 7,000. It was already shifting. So it really sucked for my 60 to 130s, but definitely this new tune, probably my favorite part, how it redlines way more now. It hits all the way to 7,800 RPM. You could also tell a very big difference in just like low end torque. It's way more snappy low end. This car does not hook for anything anymore. Definitely need new tires, or at least some stickier, wider ones, if I want to hook from anywhere below 40. If you try doing a 40 roll in 2nd gear, no. 3rd gear you can, but it's a little risky. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Go ahead and comment anything, any questions about the tune, about the 85, how the process is, how I like things, or just any other videos. I know I haven't really posted. It's kind of hard to get ideas of what to make, but yeah, thanks guys.